Hey guys, what's up? My name's Theo. I play middle linebacker, here for some Hurricanes. That's in the Netherlands. That's in Europe. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so as of now, it's September 1st. We're heading into football season for me, and that means football videos are going to start coming up on Mondays and Fridays. This is a Friday video. You have an announcement as to something of a schedule, but things are rocky to start. We'll get into that one. At first on Friday videos, we do comment responses, and then I'll do news and what's going on, and with the league when we get to game season, or if there's any announcements of a game, or that will be a part where I announce, hey, tune into this thing, it'll be game day footage. And then I'll go out to practice. And that's night practice. It all depends on the weather. This camera's pretty good in the rain, but if it gets too smudgy, it's kind of hard to see. I don't have a dedicated little tent for it. But then if I did that, I could use the other camera that's a little better, but it's not waterproof like this one. Anyways, Friday videos, I always start out with comment responses, and let's get into that one. Football uniform suit up. Looks like we have a lot of questions on that one. CeeLo, the TW streamer? Twitch streamer, I guess? I don't know. Anyways, so he says, thanks, I just joined football, and I don't know much about this so much. Again, putting football gear on, kind of complicated. However, I said here, when I had a bunch of people asking me questions about American football, because I live in Europe, I decided during the Corona times I'd take my whiteboard and I would design Football 101, just a playlist to sort of sit on the channel, exist on the internet. It wasn't designed, it was just reference material. A lot of people have books that sit on their shelves and gather dust. That's what that's there for. So I linked it for him in case he's Morgan Attaway 5 days ago. Same thing. Are you coming back? I don't know what he means by that. I asked, and much like many of these commenters, they don't respond back when I do. So I think they feel like spam. I'm coming back to the USA, to YouTube, to Portland, to semi-pro. I was trying to qualify because I really want to answer these questions, but people don't get back to me when I need a clarification. And I'm sorry, I can't read your mind. Another one on that video. Bro, every time it's football season, I have bruises. Well, trust me, you don't want... If you have bruises, you're doing something. To be fair, you can develop butt bruises by sitting on the bench for too much. But that's not really what it is. Your bruises will just come and go, and they fade and they move around like that mask from the comics movie. But it's the bruises will move around, and hopefully they won't be on your face like I just demonstrated, but they'll be all up and down your arms. I get them down in this area because run in, and then the pads right here, they kind of push in on that stuff, and sometimes I'll get underarm bruises here because linemen will grab my pads, and it's just how football season goes. So I said to him, bruises are living. Ricardo Mendez, 7 hours ago, says he looks dumb, but I bet he's a dog on the field. Well, in that video, I was a cornerback, and I was not very good because I have much more of a forward-thinking mentality, and I don't like backing up. So backpedaling a little bit for middle linebacker is fine to head into the middle zone, Tampa 2 area. But trying to backpedal and keep track of things, no, I'm not. In real life, I like to play that in fantasy. I like to play the range GPS in fantasy. But when it comes down to actually real life, I like to get in on things. Somebody came in with Bible verses. Do not come at me with Bible verses. And after this, for the next couple days, I'm probably not going to respond to any of them. But this dude, for no reason, came and started spouting Bible verses on a football video where I put football gear on. It's completely out of context. It's just... But yeah. I have an idea why, and I was trying to get the person to say something as to why they were doing it. It's either they're trying to chastise for homosexuality, or they're just trying to do any semblance of conversion. I don't understand. It's just, I don't know why some people have made religion their entire personality. LBR09 says, anyone else come here 6 years ago from when he was putting on his gear? And we have a conversation in the things, basically explained I have autism spectrum disorder. It's awkward trying to grasp Dutch language, a bit of ADHD. He didn't really understand what I was talking about, so I had to keep things, because, I live my life. It's sort of like, so I kept going. But, most people don't realize that I live in the Netherlands now, instead of, my hair is not behaving. I have a haircut. I have a hair appointment on Tuesday. James Thompson, which is very awkward because he asked a question on a short, and so I said, and I didn't respond because I get a lot of it. I get a lot of those kind of questions. Dre also asked 3 days ago on football gloves. Do you have a code? No, I don't for Nike. Something about that one. Not about Nike, but I need to talk about something. I said just for sleeves and SISU mouth guards. He says, can you cash out me $5 so I can buy a pair? Well, first of all, Cutter's gloves, these, not $5. And I can't use Cash App. That app does not actually function in the Netherlands. I can't use Venmo or Cash App because my phone is a Dutch cell phone, and I have a Dutch plan, and it's registered in the Netherlands. So I use a lot of European apps. Anyways, so that kind of shut that one down. But then before, on Vapor Shark 2, can I buy your Nike Vapor Shark cleats? That's what I was talking about. I get a lot of people that just wholly ask me, bold face, can I buy those? Well, first of all, what makes you think I don't need them? Two, that's from over 4 years ago. Those exact cleats, I gave to someone when I moved here. We had a lineman that didn't have, he was still using rugby cleats, and those are good for linemen, so I said, here, take these cleats. I don't need them. I have a lot others that I moved here with. So yeah. He wound up getting kind of injured and wound up just donating the cleats to the club, but yeah, on top of that, you're going to have to pay a lot to get me to ship something that I might even need across the ocean. International shipping and tariffs is terrifyingly expensive, and people don't. But the weird thing is I've gotten this numerous times, like with the Cash App thing. It's it's very American. It's a certain kind of people that just think they can just, I don't get it. And I applaud their courage for just asking in the comments if they can get money from someone. But there's also that next level thinking that comes with being much more mature in life that realizes that's not necessarily a great thing to do. To be fair, you gotta be young and ballsy to ask that sort of thing. Can I just buy those cleats that you showed off? First of all, I bought these cleats so that I could use them, and I'm showing them off and saying, hey, you might want to get your own. Well, can I buy those? No. My question, does this work with other YouTubers? Doesn't work with me very well, especially when I have to ship it internationally. And I have to get up a good box. Last comment says, nice vid, quick question. In your game day suit up with the green uniform, that's the 2016 one, you had a backplate. Do I still wear one? I was thinking about getting one, Zenith one. The problem is I have the Element hybrids and not the typical ones with there is one that would fit probably underneath. Don't fall. Because the pads do have those slots on the back that I could put through and then get the back plate on there. And while it probably would be pretty okay, I'm a linebacker. I don't really need a back plate. That's precariously balanced. It's like I was thinking about getting it with the white and the zenith, much like the shoulders here have zenith on them. But like I don't need a backplate. I mean, I guess if I found one for cheap, I'd probably get one. It might hide some of my lower back fat. I guess. I don't know. Although it could be interesting. It might make my shoulder pads harder to get off with it if I actually had a backplate. But it seems, yeah. So maybe I'll do that. If you guys actually comment below, the thumbs up, thumbs down don't really tell me much of anything other than the binary yes or no. If you want me to buy the Zenith backplate, I'll see about getting it, because Zenith doesn't ship here, so I have to get it from Germany, right? Or eBay. I'll see about it. If you want, then I can show you guys how to attach one onto these pads and, you know, what stuff looks like. I mean, I could wear it. It's not that big a deal, but it's not like my back is getting hit a lot. Anyways, okay, so moving on with news. So we're going with Hilfers and Hurricanes, then we're going to go up and up and up to the NFL. So we are starting padded practice, or at least official practices, next week. So today and Sunday would be just generalized, unorganized guys get together and do stuff activities. I am not going tonight. I had a weird week dealing with some stuff. There's sort of a weird thing that's happened on the internet. A lot of passwords for a lot of websites and stuff got hacked. So, yeah, I've had to be changing some stuff up and things are being weird. And so, speaking of stuff like that, there was a coupon code thingy happened. I got a notification. My SISU code has changed. I'm not going to change it in the description because that will still allow the people to try to put in a useless code. And I will bring it up here verbally every so often so that you guys know. Yeah, there's like 3 websites that my SISU code got dumped out on. They were using it as like a Groupon sort of thing. And that's against the affiliate rules for SISU. They changed my code. If you're wondering about SISU mouth guards, no, it's these ones, you know, the yellow. Put it in, I can talk. I don't have anything to drink right here. And so yeah, you can just use Dashric _10. We had to change the code from what it originally was, but so that's the number 10, 10. So, because of security purposes, I won't be displaying it anywhere, otherwise things can farm a YouTube description fine for that one. The sleeves one down there still works very well. I may change the sleeves code also because things have been, I don't know, there was just this weird thing that happened. I got a bunch of stuff on the internet this morning. So between the SISU code, again, the sleeves code still works down there. And then practices are starting up. I do not have a game schedule going on. And so far, I've only seen 3 teams for that BNL thing. So AFBN, BNL. People are debating whether or not, like, the Amsterdam Crusaders should join up with the BNL and not be in the AFBN. And maybe that is a thing. It'll definitely exhaust their players a lot more physically if they have to do stuff like that. My hair is just trifling today. That's going on with that one. I've only seen the Shotguns, the Crusaders, and the Nitros come back. I'm not sure if that league is going to survive because I know that that 2 teams in the Netherlands, Groningen and Arnhem, are not going back into it. And I explained on previous weeks that with Groningen being way north and the teams that they're playing against being south in the Belgium, they're having to travel a great amount of distance. And with the gas prices these days, even here in Europe, I don't know, you know, it's just how it is. With crew, they're in Amsterdam, it's a little bit easier to get places because it's like a 2-hour drive to Groningen from here, and that's not even across the country. It takes like 4 hours, maybe. To drive from Groningen to Ghent, which is where the Castile Nitros are at. They used to be Isegem, but Isegem is a slight smaller city outside. Anyways, but to get from Groningen to Ghent is a 4.5-hour drive. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. Whereas from Amsterdam, or even like what my team is, Hilversum, to Ghent, it's a 2.5-hour drive. And that's just, everyone thinks that Europe's small, and it's not. I mean, they're like, oh, well, and it's the perception, and 2.5 hours is insane when I won't really go more than 10 minutes to a store. Like 10 minutes on a bike to a store to do grocery shopping. I can see how the 2.5 hours, especially at these gas prices, is, and then having to go to Belgium. But anyways, so I'm not sure how that one's going. If the crew are out, then we're going to have to promote a team from the lower division to make the 4v4 in the Eredivisie. So, yeah. I do not think... I've heard the rumors that my team probably won't. It's going to be either or. If crew wants to do both, that's fine. Like I said, it's going to tire their team out. But my team is going to do either or. We're either going to do BNL or we're going to do AFBN. And it's probably going to be AFBN because it keeps us much more local. The away games are a lot easier when you only have to drive, an hour in like 5 different directions. And then occasionally Groningen. But they have a hotel and a good party atmosphere. So now moving on to the NFL. Let's see. The first official game for the Panthers is on the 11th. Yes, the 11th. And that is... Where's my Panthers app? Where's my football thing? Football. Panthers. Are you going to have to get me to log in? I haven't opened this thing in like 3 months. Panthers. Cleveland versus Carolina. Yeah. At Carolina. Okay, so that's going to be week 1, 11th of September. 53-man roster photos, view headshots and action photos of each player. The current 43-man roster. Okay. So yeah, Baker Mayfield is number 1. Sam Darnold is number 2. And that's fine. I mean, Sam Darnold is a perfectly great quarterback. And, if Baker Mayfield gets under conky protocol, it's not like they're having to put in someone who's sort of, like if Brady had to go out and you had to put in Garoppolo or whatever, Garoppolo, sometimes it was a bit awkward. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but it just wasn't quite right. But so this is like not that bad. And they've got McCaffrey and all that jazz. Still no Kuechly, but oh well. He had to retire. That's just how it goes. And then their number 44, their long snapper. Anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much the news for that. We'll chat with you guys. I'm not heading out to the thing tonight. I'm having some issues with the legs. The week went all messed up, and I'm not having a good, my calves are being icky. I'm probably going to head to the gym tomorrow and do some chest again. But again, the week was weird, so wound up not doing it on Monday. Wound up doing chest on Tuesday. Now it's Thursday, so I'll just do chest tomorrow. Probably will be done about the time this video goes live. So I will chit chat with you guys next week. See you on Monday for another football video. I'm probably just going to pull out the whiteboard and do something. I also need to pre-record a video for the 11th because I am going to be in London at the time. So, I mean, no. Nope. All right. I will check you guys next week.